The void, but somehow different this time.
Surprised I can pull you into this place? The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned your father into cold stone. How difficult for you. But when I was young, sweet Jessamine and I were close as sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Kaldwin had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
Am I dreaming? If not, how is Delilah doing this?
But I want to come home like Jessamine.
I told you when you're older. Perhaps next year.
You said that last year. Jessamine is younger than me, and she's a court every day.
Business, well, it's complicated. You'll understand someday.
What did I do? I'll be good. I swear.
Next year, I promise.
Jessamine and I played games in the tower, but at night I'd go back to the servants' quarters to cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep.
I didn't break it.
Would you like to tell me what did?
We were just playing.
Young lady Jessie. Who is here now?
It was her. Delilah's lie. She broke it.
I saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bedsheets in a brothel, I painted on the side, until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now it's your turn.
My mother's sick. She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. There's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No!
Your sentence is served and you'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
It's hard to know whether my dear old aunt is telling the truth or not. When I was young, the Loyalist conspiracy that kidnapped me also took Anton Sokolov. They brought him to the pub where I was being held and locked him in a cage meant for dogs. And you know what? Sokolov laughed at them. He taught me lessons and told me funny stories. He seemed immortal. His mind shaped our age. That's changed. The old man I rescued doesn't talk much. He eats what we give him, groans in his sleep, coughs out blood. I thought he'd tell me the secret to defeating Delilah and saving the Empire. But I'm not even sure he knows where he is.
If only I could do more.
Mother? That wasn't a dream, was it?
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
No. She's the one who orchestrated the coup.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end soon.
Anton, when I brought you back, you could barely speak. But it's been 3 days.
They tortured him. His body is covered with bruises.
Delilah has the throne, and my father is missing. This is Anton Sokolov, the greatest mind in the Empire.
No, Emily. Megan is right. I can make electricity move from one side of the room to the other, but Delilah is beyond my understanding. When I came to Sarkonos, I meant to leave everything behind. But when the assassination started, I couldn't ignore it. By the time Megan and I connected the murders to the Duke, it was too late. The Crown Killer came for me. It kept me alive from my knowledge, but I saw things. Jindosh often had a visitor, Brianna Ashworth.
She's the curator of the Royal Conservatory.
Yes, Ashworth is dangerous, as obsessed with the occult as Delilah. Apparently, she's working on a device called the Oraculum.
There's more to her than either of you know.
If Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of, or what she's up to. I have trouble remembering my mother's face sometimes, but there might be some resemblance.
Painted from memory. While trying to learn more about what the Duke of Sarkonos was up to, I began hearing a name I hadn't heard in almost 2 decades. Delilah Copperspoon. We painted together for a time, but her obsession with the occult and the Caldwin family took her out of my circles.
I saw some of her paintings. Beautiful, but somehow sinister.
You knew Delilah? All this time traveling with you and you never mentioned
My
that?
past is none of your business. You don't own everything, Empress.
Another life, another life. Megan came to Karnaca to reinvent herself. Maybe I did as well, but the Duke of Sarkonos had other ideas.
We'll take the skiff. I don't want to bring the dreadful whale any closer than we have to. There is a small dock in Syria Gardens, close to the conservatory. That's as far as I can take you. Ready to go?
Yes, let's go.
There'll be a Grand Guard presence outside the Royal Conservatory. Inside, be prepared for anything. Ashworth runs with an eclectic crowd. They'll be the real danger.
Someday I'd like to know more about how you met Ashworth.
I know you would. Trust me. Ashworth is important to Delilah. Which brings up something else. You might be able to exploit the Abbey of the Everyman in removing Ashworth from play. Turns out the Vice Overseer in Karnaca has been watching Ashworth from a hidden outpost near the Royal Conservatory. Check it out first if you want more options. Remember, if she's still working with Delilah, Ashworth is a grave threat.
Thanks, Megan. See you soon.
I thought the old Duke Theodanis outlawed Umberwood export to protect the trees.
I can't keep track of all the decrees. My client's refurbishing her gazebo, adding an exotic southern touch.
I don't get it. When I went to Dunwall, I brought back the river for a show because it reminds me of good times. So what's the point?
It's the day you get to meet Pirate Betty in person. Time to pay the price if you want to live.
Oh, no, please! I have nothing. I'm just a poor maid.
I've heard the stories about Pirate Betty, about all the terrible things I've done to the fools who refuse to give up some trinket or a bag of coins.
Have mercy! Don't hurt me!
Should I start by cutting off your nose?
Help! Anyone, help me!
Or maybe I could sign my name across your forehead with a knife. Use you as a human billboard.
Help! Murderer!
All right, no one's coming. What a bunch of cowards. We'll try it again later.
What in the void was... Did you hear that?
Give me a second. I'll take a look real quick.
Call if you find anything suspicious. Huh?
Oh, shit!
Over here!
Come on!
Cut you into pieces!
You shouldn't have...
You're gonna pay for her death!
I bet you can lift...
Welcome to my shop. Say, an acquaintance of mine is supposed to be holed up in an office overlooking the Royal Conservatory. Check on them if you're headed that way. I'd check myself, but the streets are locked down. I'd make it worth your time.
I'll think about it.
See anything you like? Come in, my friend. Always a delight to see you. No need to wrap it for you, I suppose. I'm certain you will be satisfied with your purchase.
Better have a look. It's coming from here. Let's see. Thought I saw someone right here. Is someone there?
Melinda, you look great. Enrico said to give you his regards.
That donkey-faced cretin can open his wrist for all I care. Did you bring me something? The silver cigarette case, like we agreed?
No, listen. I can't go on doing this. Stealing for you. I'll lose my job.
Do you want to be a servant all your life? You're always talking about leaving on a big white boat, never to come back. You spend your days polishing silver cutlery. Come with me, Beatrix. Let's leave.
Could we really get passage on a ship? What if they find us?
You know I'll protect you, just like when we were kids.
I'll think about it. I promise.
Look at you, making your way across this shuddering city. Brianna Ashworth would have been miserable as a member of high society, forced to wed some bloated banker. Her only moments of real freedom, getting drunk at fancy balls, and slipping away to couple with strangers. It would have ended in an unhappy marriage and a late-night plunge into an icy river. But just before Mother and Father married her off, so many years ago, she found Delilah instead. It was all highways and graveyards after that, never looking back. Vice Overseer Byrne is an ambitious man, but he believes in the Abbey's mission, protecting the good people of the Empire against the likes of us. You know he'd be happier deep down if this ended with Brianna Ashworth's head on a spike. Maybe yours as well.
Now they say there's someone on the prowl.
it open.
Karnaka, my Karnaka. Brothers and sisters of my blood, and all the rest who make waste them. Along. This is the... Must all know my voice by now. No matter how many of you I have to sacrifice. So Conan will fight for Delilah to the bitter end.
No, I'm sure. Wrong.
I wonder who that was.
You don't stand a chance anyway.
No use running! Come back here!
What? You're so dead. Is someone there?
What's that smell? Let's have a look. Better have a look. All right! Jumper! Huh? I'll help you look around. Anywhere! Next. Let's see how you acquit yourself!
If she's back, I'll find her.
She's wounded! Let's finish her! This won't take long.
Someone was supposed to keep
What's happening? Could be anything. I just gotta watch my own back.
People of Karnaka, this is the Duke. Some of you have questioned the stricter mining for this new tax fee levied by the Grand Circonian Guard. Let me answer all of this route-rousing at once. Disloyalty and sedition will not be tolerated. Look at Duncan Vance, my friend. He's a patriot. A man who won't stop until he has turned every bit of this land's silver into shiny coins. I asked him to double the number of mine workers. And he did it. No questions, no complaints. Karnaka needed miners, and he produced them. Out of thin air!
Smell.
That's the Zirconian.
Is it the fountain? Yeah, the water was the close to the fountain to the conservatory basement. There was work being done. There was agreements. Maybe some animal crawling inside.
We're playing dice tonight. You in?
Sure. Wouldn't miss that. I'll get the cigars tomorrow. You want to buy one?
Are you coming tonight?
Not this time.
You up for a beer later?
The Conservatory. I wanted to visit this place with Wyman.
Poor Lucinda. She wanted to raise the blood pride of Camilla. After trying to make gravehounds for weeks, she gave up. You should have seen the twisted things she made. All snouts and teeth and true and fine. A wise way to look at things. But it won't help Lucinda rise any higher in Delilah's favor. then I can twirl around all I want. Just try and stop me. I won't let her escape. Time to cry and bleed! Here to there! I'll change my nail with your blood! I'll rip your face apart! Into a very fine cup. Impressive. See what I can do? I'll rip your guts apart. What? Huh?
He's a gibbering idiot now. I don't know, Delilah. Forgive me. No, my dear. It's a loss. But I doubt
If I can sabotage Ashworth's communion device, she'll be powerless. Ashworth is influencing the oracular order.
She was born. Delightful. And this business with Jindosh won't stay.
No. He continued to take her with the lenses.
Feel my power grow. I can hear her voice. I can feel her spirit touching mine. Air feels damp.
No, what?
You stormed. So this could be tampered with. Ashworth could be cut off from the void entirely. No more witchcraft. Now to activate it and sever Ashworth's connection to the void.
It seems rather rude to die here, whoever you were.
inside here.
I won't let her escape.
This is the last place you should... Give a skip. We almost had you. This explains why the woman
Smell her blood. Let's finish her.
Brave, aren't you?
You've no idea who we are.
Now
I'll be here. To play by the void. Void is calling for her. Send her. Silver bullets for the likes of you. I squeeze this trigger and bury you beneath a cypress. Roll a mine night on the new moon. Your meddling will cost you everything. Take this. You tear the stars from the sky, murderer!
You should have stayed in your boring little girl. Try and come.
Do you know how long I've... In a jar on my desk. Bloody biscuit! I'll grind your skull into be fine powder and drink it with tea! What I can do. So you want to die? Fine, an old man.
All that's left to do.
What will I do now? I'm ruined. That feeling. The things I could do. The touch of the void. I'm no threat to you now. To anyone.
As if you could ever hide your face from me, Emily. Little Black Sparrow, free from your cage at last.
It's done. Brianna Ashworth is no longer a witch.
You villain! You don't even know what you've done. A great bloom wilts and fades from the world.
Delilah, I will take apart everything you've built until I have what's mine.
Oh, Brianna. I don't believe we will speak again. The thought of seeing you reduced to such a pale, sad thing. It's too much to bear. I hate you for this, child.
I'm not only going to restore things to the way they were, I'm going to make them better. Ashworth's journal might tell me more about why Delilah can't be killed.
After Delilah fell to the assassin Daud, her magic was lost, and the coven scattered. I made a new life in Karnaca. Then I heard her whispering from the void, leading me to the Duke, who heard those same whispers. Together we worked to bring Delilah back into the world, changing the Empire from the home of Aramis Stilton 3 years ago. Across the Isles, all of us who'd been with her at Brigmore and before, we felt the magic return. Others joined. New faces, new blood. Now, Delilah is immortal. Forever. She holds Dunwall, and we've turned to corrupting...
Did you hear that? What's up? I'm coming from over there! Helmet!
Odd times. Hard times.
Worst assignment ever. Nothing ever happens.
Sure I saw someone.
For trouble. What was it?
I thought I saw someone right here. Let's check the place just in case.
I wonder who that was.
Welcome. Welcome back. I see you found the prototype.
Your acquaintance didn't make it.
It is a risky line of work, I'm afraid, but let's not dwell. I expect you'll be interested in payment. First your finder's fee, of course, and if you like, I can draw up some schematics based on the prototype, something you can use to modify your tools. And as a token of my appreciation, a discount at the shop.
A fair deal.
What a pleasant surprise to see you again. Bloodflies are worse here than... Let's see. I have some upgrade plans for your gear. No need to wrap it for you, I suppose. An excellent choice. I'm certain you will be satisfied with your purchase.
So it's done.
Ashworth won't be a problem anymore.
Good. But Emily, there's something else. Back when I lived in Dunwall, I did things that I'm not proud of.
Isn't that a requirement for citizenship?
What I've got to say is not a joke. I knew Delilah and Ashworth. Bought into their bullshit. Which led me down a bad road. To be honest, before all this, I thought Delilah dead. I don't want to get into it right now. But I felt like you should know. There are things I regret.
All right, Megan. Thank you for opening up. If only a little.
I'm starting to feel like you deserve it. Are you ready to leave now?
Yes. Let's go. Take me back to the Dreadful Whale.
Another step toward the Duke of Serkonos and Delilah.